back with the S5. As y'all remember, for the last video, what we made sure to do, we kind of went through some of the wires over there. You could still see that I don't have the wires taped up. And then I started with those wires over there. Now, I think the last time I ended up moving around some wires, and then we had the O2 sensor issue. So for me, what I'm gonna do with this car is do one thing at a time. We're gonna get one code off at a time. I think it's best for us to do it that way. And then the other thing is we also need to check to see what other parts we originally will need, because all the parts that we need, we're just gonna slowly I'm gonna make a parts list and then see what we could get off the other car, because my family members didn't get to send the side skirts while we're shipping the car. So since we don't have the side skirts, what I'm gonna do is start making a parts list. uh I don't know if I'm gonna need to take this off, but I'm wondering if this probably need to be reprogrammed back to that computer. So we have a whole set of issues that we're electrical issues now that we gotta basically take our time and slowly go through one at a time. Uh, and then we're gonna have to go over every single wire and get to every single wire at a time and just look at every single wire to make sure that everything is good when it comes to all the wire issues. So we're just gonna have to take a step at a time with this car, because now it starts or it struggles to stay on. So I know whatever I touched right here caused that issue, or right there that caused that issue. So we're just gonna have to basically start over from scratch, and then we're gonna just keep scanning the car and do one thing at a time. Um, on the scanner that we have, it's basically most of the stuff is basically talking about uh mostly lost the communication and steering wheel heater. So I know this steering wheel didn't have a steering wheel heater, because this steering wheel was the flat one. So the other so we're just gonna, as I said, we're just gonna have to slowly go through this car, because now we have it right here with us. And all I gotta do first, I gotta probably move around some stuff in the garage, and then we just slowly start pulling this apart one by one, and we're just gonna start tracing all the wires. It's gonna probably be the longest process, because now we're just gonna slow down everything and start digging through wires one by one. And all these codes, I have like what, I think this is either 26 or 15 codes, I want to say. So because we even getting a code for the rear camera, which I don't think we ever messed with anything in the rear camera or any, and the rear camera does come on as well. And then so we're just gonna have to look at all of that, because it's a whole lot to do at once. So what I'm gonna do is figure out a day, and we're just gonna slow down, and we're just gonna do one thing at a time, so we can get the results that we need. So one code, we're gonna attack one code. I think the first code that I really wanna attack though is there is a wheel speed sensor code on that side. The other day I had a O2 sensor code, but then I switched around some of the data bus wires, and when I switch around the data bus wires, now it's not coming on. So it's just a whole bunch of up and down issues with the car. But we're gonna slow down. Now is the time we have. We could just slow down and get everything done, and then we're just gonna finish up this car. So we have, and there's an airbag light that I'm getting, and I think the airbag light is also coming from either because we put a new clock spring in. if I can't remember, normally if you change the clock spring, it should give you that, because you probably have to code in the new one. So what I'm either thinking right now is either we're gonna figure out a way to code it back in to the new one, or if I don't, I probably might just put the old one back in it for now, and then see if we could rectify the rest of those issues that we have. So, but it is gonna be a lot. One of these days we're just gonna get some stuff done, and then we just one of these days we're just gonna get some stuff done, and then we just slowly do. We're gonna slowly work it, piece by piece, because it is a it is a big issue to figure out right now. But yeah, I have to just figure it out one at a time, and we should be good. So, but yeah. All right, yeah. So, as I said, one things at a time. We're gonna get it done, and we just have to. It's just so much things to deal with at the same time. So, because now it's not even starting and want to run 100%, like how we had it in North Carolina when it starts and it was running. Now it doesn't. It starts and then shuts back off. So, but I know I was playing with the mass airflow sensor wires. We're gonna have her. As I said, the first things first I'm gonna start with is a wheel speed sensor. The wheel speed sensor also will help throw a airbag code. So uh, so probably today I'll see if I could stop at I think I see one car, they have a wrecked one too, so I want to see what are the parts that I could buy off that thing, and then we're just gonna buy small things. If we don't need to buy it, I'll just probably have my family members just send over the stuff that I need in the box, because since we gonna need the side skirts anyways. We have a whole bunch of parts right here that I have laying around. Some of the stuff that we took out of the car, and then extra tools that I have. So I got to go through all of this stuff too as well. And then, we have that little box over there for like the other extra parts that I took off the A5. So we have a whole bunch of parts laying around. Before I just start, the first thing I want to do before I start buttoning up everything is to make sure the car is running good. Once we find out how good the car is running, then now we could start doing other things. We could jump into other more things and start doing what we're doing. So the hard part is done. Frame is good. It's painted. Now we just need to sit down and slowly go through all the tedious wire work, and then we should be good from there. So this is just a small update of what we got going on, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Because you see all my tools back here. These are all the stuff that I had in North Carolina, so they were rusted. So I gotta clean up all of them before I put them in my toolbox over here. And yeah, so we got a whole lot of stuff to do. These are all extra parts. Got mats, but the previous owner did all weather was it WeatherTech mats. So we got WeatherTech mats all over inside of the car. So yeah, there's another thing. I could probably try to clean the wheel speed sensor just to see if it will cause the issue, or take off some of those codes, or help me if I clear that code. I could see, but I'm just gonna figure out. I'm just gonna check FCP Euro to see what are the parts that I might need, and then I'll just go from there. We're gonna buy them, and then see if we could get this car running perfect. Because that's the first thing. Once we get the car running perfect, then the next thing is we'll deal with all the cosmetic stuff, and then once we're done with that, then we move on to the next thing. So that's how we're just gonna keep on attacking this car. But anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. I'll let y'all know when I'm running the next live. Just make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell, so once I drop on or upload on a new video or anything, you could see it. I should be dropping a video about that Ford Escape. If not the Ford Escape, I'll probably drop a video about the Audi when it was running in North Carolina. But yeah, for now, I just gotta focus on this. I'm gonna dig in. I got some research done as well. I got some Audi, what is it called, wiring diagrams and stuff like that. So I gotta just go through them. It's probably gonna take me a while to upload more videos for the S5, because I gotta dip more into some knowledge and dig into some lessons and learn a lot of stuff before I could, put those videos together and give it to y'all, so y'all know what's going on and what's taking place on the S5. So I do have those schematics, and also I have some of the torque values of everything, because before we button up everything, I'm gonna go back through and make sure everything has been torqued correctly and all of that to Audi's spec, and just go from there. So it's gonna take us some time, but just bear with me. Hopefully we don't have to pull this motor. That's the last thing I want to do again. But we're just gonna take care of it. So until next time, stay positive, stay motivated, and guess what? We are out.